Hey guys, so next up we're taking a look at the Transformers, not Age of the Primes, not Legacy, not Generations, just Transformers, Armada, Nemesis, Prime, and Air Defense Minicon team. This was supposed to be the PulseCon exclusive, but PulseCon didn't happen, so they released this at San Diego Comic-Con, so there you go. Box art is just a window, but you would have Nemesis holding a Star Saber, Transformers, Armada, Nemesis, Air Defense Minicon team, Nemesis Prime holding the Star Saber. And there we have the Star Saber, Nemesis Prime, and then Runway, Jetstorm, and Sonar. Runway, Jetstorm, and Sonar. It's really interesting that he comes with the Star Saber. I'll get to that in a second. Top of the box, bottom of the box, yada yada. So here we have Nemesis Prime. His gun, Runway, Jetstorm, and Sonar. So, Runway, Jetstorm, Sonar. So this is what you get in this $90 set. I'll get back to that. And it's really interesting that he comes with the Star Saber and the Vorpal Saber. This is the second time, maybe third if you count that shattered glass wheeljack hot rod thing. And they've locked Minicons behind a convention exclusive. Because they had the Armada Hotshot repaint with Jolt. They're doing an Optimus Prime repaint with the Star Saber. But it's just strange that Nemesis Prime comes with the Star Saber and not the Vorpal Saber or even just the Dark Saber. Because they never interacted. So, I mean, it's cool that they exist. You can't plug them into anything because they don't have 5mm ports. But they exist. It's neat. And we'll talk about them first, since they're probably what a lot of people are buying this set for, is the Minicons. So they look really great in vehicle mode, and they feel a lot heavier than the original Minicons did. That's a plus. We'll talk about Runway first. So to transform him, we're going to fold these back, flip this up, and then flip those back down to get his feet out. Knock his foot off the ball joint, and then just bend this down. And you have Runway in his robot mode. And articulation-wise, his arms can go up and down. They're on a ball joint, but they can't do a folder kick. They have his wings. They can go forward, though. They can go out. He has an elbow. Legs can go forward, and he has a knee joint. So, you know, little tiny Minicon with basic articulation. Now, Jetstorm is the one that's causing everybody problems. And I'll tell you why in a second, but he looks good. His little plane mode looks great. Fold this up. Flip his legs down. That's actually, I don't know how I've done that twice. It's about the arms. And now here's the part that scares everybody. So, go ahead and pull this back. Flip it down, then push it back. A lot of people are reporting breakage on that piece. I'm being very careful with it, and I don't know that I'm going to transform it much after this video. But a lot of people there's break. I'll transform Sonar, flip his head up, flip these pieces up and peg them in. Same thing over here. Separate his legs, flip that down, flip that down, flip that, flip out. And there, I didn't talk about the articulation of this guy. He's probably the most articulated because he's got double ball elbows, shoulder ball joints, legs go forward and back. He's got a knee. Actually, it really has the same amount of articulation. And then Sonar, full 360 at the arms, elbow joint, legs go forward and back, knee joint, ankle don't really exist. So, you know, they're little Minicons, and the fact that they exist is cool, that we're finally getting some Minicons. I hope these get a more mainline release. Hopefully we get a Minicon pack, because they know we want Minicons. But, anyway, that's not why you buy these guys. You buy them for the Star Saber. So, to get them into Star Saber mode, we got to get them back into their vehicle modes. So, we'll start with Sonar. Now, once he's back in vehicle mode, pull the arms back down, separate that, flip that up, And these will tab into the back. And there's your hilt for the Star Saber. Now, Jetstorm. Let's get him back into jet mode. Then once he's back in jet mode, that piece bends up. It'll plug in right there. Then these will tab into the side of Jetstorm like that. Now let's get him back into jet mode. And then these will literally just plug it up top. Or he'll just plug it up top. And there's the Star Saber. We'll get back to this later. Now, Nemesis Prime. He is mostly a repaint of the Commander Optimus that came out in Legacy Evolution. As you guys know, I love that figure to death. So I was very excited to get another one. And you don't get the trailer this time, so this is kind of an eyesore. I wish they would have just made a piece to tab in there that covers that, make it a shield or something. I know it's not show accurate, but... And granted, I know he didn't use the trailer much at all in Armada. I think he had it for all of like a second. And didn't combine with it. So I can get them not releasing the trailer with him. So, you know, giving him the Star Saber instead. But then to charge you $90. I'm coming back to that. So to transform him, these wheels go back, flip these up, flip his feet out. Then flip this back like this, and then this will come down, plug in right there. These will come down, flip out the arms, rotate the hands out. And then just start separating the leg armor to get his legs all ready. And there you go, Nemesis Prime in his robot mode. And what I was not expecting is his head sculpt to be battle damaged. That's awesome. That is a nice touch. I like how he's not just a repaint, like they actually made him different. That's really cool. He does have the Matrix still, for some reason. How about instead of the Matrix, you give him a shield? He can't hold his gun. So that's neat. And he just looks really cool. Compared to Optimus, right here. Optimus does feel tighter than Nemesis does. Nemesis does feel a little wobbly. It's not like really bad or anything. Like he holds poses just fine. But he does not feel as tight as Optimus does, which is unfortunate. And you can see the head sculpt difference. Like Optimus there has, you know, a clean eye and not a broken faceplate. He has a cracked faceplate and he's missing an eye. I don't know if my camera's picking that up, but he's missing an eye. So it's scene specific. But it's really cool that they reference that. Now, speaking of the Star Saber, because it comes with him, he can hold it. I keep it with my Super Optimus Prime because that holds it the best. But since it comes with him, he can hold it. That's about the last you're going to see the Star Saber in this video. Articulation-wise, his head is on a full 360. Rotation at the shoulders, up and down. Rotation at the bicep, double elbow joint. Wrist swivel. He's got no waist swivel. But he does have an ab crunch, I believe. Yep, he has an ab crunch. Which, I mean, he should. That's a transformation joint. This piece does come off because Optimus's does too, which I'm pretty sure is for Jetfire. Oh, yeah, and that piece pushes up and turns back into roll mode. His legs can go forward, back, in and out, rotation at the thigh, knee joint, ankle pivot, toe bend. So he's got, you know, he was a commander class mold, so he's got a lot of articulation, and he feels really good for the plastic quality is good. Some of the joints just don't feel as tight as Optimus's, but it's not like unbearable. something you might be wondering, before I talk about that, actually, just this figure, as a figure, he's awesome. Because like I said, he's a repaint of my favorite modern day mold. Armada Optimus is still my favorite modern day mold. And you get the Star Saber, which is awesome. We finally get the Star Saber, so this is what your $90 gets you. And I don't think this is worth $90. I just don't see it. He, on his own, without his trailer, is a leader class because he technically is a triple changer, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I could justify the $60 he'd be. Right? Boom, boom, boom. $5 each, that's $15. $75 what this guy should have cost, and he costs $90. I don't know if that's because of the tariffs. I don't know if that's because Hasbro. I don't know if it's because it's a Comic-Con exclusive. $90 is really expensive for this guy. And I don't know if he's getting another run ever that's going to be more available. I know he's getting re-released on November 3rd on Hasbro Pulse. So if you guys really want to spend $90 on Nemesis Prime, I don't think he's worth it. But that's when he'll be on Hasbro Pulse for everybody else. But one last feature he does have. Oh, and you can take the smokestacks off and plug them into the front of the gun if you really freaking want to. I don't want to. Is he does still have his super mode. So if you have Optimus's trailer, you can technically make Super Nemesis Prime. So let's do it. Lift him up. Open that up, rotate the hands out. Then flip the foot into the back. Place that grill up, rotate his fist down. Flip all of this up. Like that. Flip this around. Bend all this down. Get these arms into place, and they'll plug in to the back of his new arms. Rotate those down, and then rotate them around. Bend, rotate. Make sure all of that's closed up. Close these up. And then flip out his head, which unfortunately was not remolded at all. But he didn't have a super mode in the show, so whatever. And then I'm not going to show you how to transform the trailer because he doesn't come with it. This is just a feature by proxy, really. Slide him in. And then plug him in to the pants. Close that down and then flip out his ears. So, flip out his ears. And there you go. You have Super Nemesis Prime on a technicality. So if you have Optimus and you want Nemesis to be a super mode, you can pull it off. The colors are mismatched and it looks really strange. But you can do it. I will say, though, a lot of people are probably going to display their Nemesis Primes like this once Jetfire comes out. Because Jetfire, for those of you who don't know, was leaked for next year. So when people are going to start displaying Jet Optimuses, well, their trailers are going to need to go somewhere. So a lot of people are going to start displaying him like this after Jetfire comes out. But I wonder if DNA will make a clone of this trailer for Nemesis. That would actually be kind of cool. I would buy it, and I'm not lying to you. But we'll see. But that's it from me to you for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this review. Nemesis is cool. He's a good figure. He is one of my favorite figures of the year because he's one of my favorite molds. But that doesn't mean I can't think the price is not justified. Great figure, but he's way too expensive. That's my hot take on it. But Thank you guys so much for watching today. I do hope you enjoyed and stick around for more. Take care.